Guess who's back? Back again. Juljas back. 1961. We are finally here. The top 3 nations for each star. So I mean, like 3-star Southern States or Mexico will be a 2-star, or Cuba will be a 1-star. So where do we start off? At the 1-stars, obviously, because we have to build up the interest. So at rank 3 for the 1-star nations, we have the Iroquois. Water under. Now the Iroquois, why are they at rank 3? I tried to play them. It's annoying because the units are so trash. You can never build anything higher than the lowest tier. That alone already makes them annoying. You have to fight against the USA, which are already quite strong. Yeah, not fun. I would advise them. At rank 2 we have Cuba. Now Cuba, I actually was my very first conquest and I won it. Without any generals, without any tech, without any nothing. So it is doable. I'm already going to tell you that. The trick is try to kill the artillery as soon as possible. Just rush with these boys. Actually rush till here, because if you go here they can hit you from 2 spots. Not quite advisable. If you have a navy, use the navy guy, because you only have 1 ship and you won't be able to build a ship for long. So what I usually do is just go a bit out, move a little out so you can try to sneak the city. So the only thing you have to do is really focus on Spain, and what you also can do is your starting capital is you invest it in your allies like Mexico. You have Mexico, Damunes, and you keep Canada out, which keeps the USA a bit longer alive. So Mexico and Canada. Yeah, that's about it. That's the most important thing. If you can, still France, because France is so useful. Yeah, these 3, if you pay these out, then you just have to fight and take this island. It can be hard, okay? It can be hard if you are not quite used to the game yet, but if you are, this isn't as hard. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you do this in Mexico and France will beat up South America, Mexico will beat up these boys, the CSA, and then all together we'll just rush above. And you just have to kill Spain, that's it. And at rank 1 we have Peru. Now Peru is weird because it's hard, but I'm already going to tell you now, there is a huge bias towards the USA side in this conquest. Why? Because France always wins in South America. I've never seen them not win it. And if you place Peru, you can aid that directly, you can speed up the process. Now Peru, very similar, pay out Mexico, pay out Canada, pay out France, and now this time you hold. So all of these Venezuelans will come attack you. You have already a good artillery here. If you have an artillery general, add him here. If not, it's also okay. You just hold the line for the beginning. You don't attack, you don't do anything. They'll come, they'll suicide into you here, around this city here. Then France will come, start mopping them up together with Mexico. I tried to play this before. And eventually Colombia will come attack you. If you can somehow keep them out as well for a turn, that's not too bad, because they'll be a bit annoying. But I mean, the sooner you start attacking Colombia, the sooner you'll take them out. So you have to weigh it off. I found it personally very easy. Again, just get Mexico in as soon as possible, because if Mexico attacks the CSA, they usually are screwed. Now we come to the 2-star nations. Now here there are quite a lot to choose from. There is Canada, there is Mexico, there is Spain, there is France, there is Venezuela, there is Colombia. So yeah, who do I think are the best to play as? Well, at rank 3 we have Venezuela. Now Venezuela, I find it better than Canada, because Canada, yes, will help us the USA, but Venezuela is where it's at, because if you choose Canada, you'll beat up the USA and you'll do fine. But the issue is, by then France will have taken out all of South America, and taking South America is a nightmare. If you take Venezuela, you play it smart and you kind of just defend. If you can, try to go and take out Peru as soon as possible, because they're sometimes quite dumb and start attacking with these generals in Bogota, and then you can just take them out. But the main thing is hold here. Hold. Don't lose a city, because France will really come after you. They'll really do damage. So yeah, just survive. At rank 2 we have the nation we just talked about, France. Now France is a very, very easy conquest, because you start off with so many good units over here. If you have any generals, there are some good units to put them on. You have a fleet out here. Please don't forget this fleet. I used it to, I think, land in Spain. Yeah, here, land in Spain. I kind of forgot. And here's a unit. So you have units all over the point. Pay attention. You'll have to micro a lot. But apart from microing, it's very easy to play France, because obviously take out South America. And at rank 1 we have Mexico. Mexico is such an easy, I can tell you, it's such an easy conquest. The only thing you really have to do is beat up the CSA. Make sure the USA doesn't get crushed. But it will be no issue for you to take these 3 cities. I can tell you this already now. If you have these cities, obviously you have already a lot of artillery here. You can use this guy to go after the city. This one's easy take outable. This one's also very, very easy. This is almost too easy to take this city. And together with the USA, you can beat up the north. And with this little detachement, so little units here, you can go and help in South America. But because you're on the French side, you'll do well. So these are the 2-star nations. Mexico for an easy 2-star. And at 3 stars, we only have 3 nations with 3 stars. That is Great Britain, the USA, and the CSA. And at rank 3 we have Great Britain. Now why is Great Britain so weak? Now listen, all of these I find them pretty easy to do, but the problem with GB is you're starting off in a corner, so conquering all of the map just takes so long. That's the only issue, honestly. And being on the anti-USA side also makes it a bit harder, since you'll have to conquer South America on the end, and you're really far away from South America. That's the issue. At rank 2 we have the CSA. Now listen, the CSA is hard. It's a hard conquest, but if you play it smart, it's actually harder in the Great Britain, but because the CSA is so central, you can go and affect all battlefields. The trick here in the beginning is, again, what I did was hold. So the USA will come charge you here, they will come charge you here, they will come charge you here, they will come charge you anywhere. Now the point is, they'll leave their cities open. So this city and Chicago will be quite easily takeable. Washington will need a while, but you will be able to crack this nut. And over here you might be able to sneak this city, but again, pay attention to Mexico, because they will attack you like mad. You already have good defensive structures, use those, always replace your units here. I like set up like this, because then they will run into this wall here. And with this general, I go and help out here. Add your generals, attack this city. This is the weakness, Central America. So around Chicago, Billings, that's the weakness. You attack there, and that's how you win this, because then eventually the USA will have no economy anymore. But again, you'll then have to go and help everywhere a bit. But just the thing is, survive in the beginning and you'll do fine. Taking Mexico will be a bit harder part. Try to save it up to later. Beginning focus up, killing off the USA, because later on Canada and all the British units will come and help you. And obviously the only 3-star the only 3-star nation which I find just super easy is the USA. It says hard, yes, it says hard. But I played it and I did it in like 30 turns. It's very easy. Thing is, just in the beginning, well, you have the Iroquois join. I think if you restart, you don't necessarily have the Iroquois joining. Do you always have them join? Not quite sure. No, they always join. Okay. Well, I found it very easy. You just, it's very obvious what you do. You attack everywhere. As before, you said where they're going to attack. So you're going to send these guys here. If you can pay Mexico to join, you can't. Okay, it's not a big issue. They joined fortunes anyway. This city is quite easy takeable. Focus on this city here. With these guys, focus. Else maybe still send this guy over here. Try to focus this city. Just ignore the Iroquois. They're not going to do any big damage to your city. You can just put like a militia there and he'll hold for forever. Here you have a very strong part of your army. Try to take Richmond really soon and you'll do damage. Obviously here as well. What you can do is try to get them out of their city, not attacking the city. So like this, for example, set up like this. They come out and then you can take the city later. Here as well, I wouldn't try to go for the instant kill. I wouldn't put a unit next to the city. I would just set up, put a militia here, let them attack. You go take the city. Here you can go and attack the city. And here you should try to kill this guy because he's a bit annoying. This is Mr. Pemberton and Lee. They're a little annoying, but you start off with a really strong artillery. If you have an artillery general, add them here. Go and attack. Hold against the British and Canadians. Just hold the north in the beginning at least. Try to just focus the CSA. When they're done, you have a one-front war. And because you're on the French side, they take out South America. That's dealt with. So, tell me if you have similar experiences or not. I hope this helps you. Choose a nation to get your achievements, because you need them. And don't forget, you should do the last one here. So, USA, Southern States, GB, Cuba, and Spanish Empire for this extra reward. Yeah, I hope it's useful. Thank you for watching. Have a nice and good weekend.